barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the run, it's Braswell. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Vaughn. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing...
Next, going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly. But, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Alabama! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Braswell. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to run for it. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's got him. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Now from inside the red zone. Starting to feel a little pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
So now it's second and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throws to the tight end. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Pringle. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Meadows. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Alabama.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Got it, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play. Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent's territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Meadows. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out. But this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Purdue. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing.
He's got it out. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Makes the quick grab. At the 35, he's open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. New set of downs after the completion. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down.
Here we go.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Georgia going up tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Vaughn. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field. the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Vaughn. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Right down the middle. On target to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. There's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Got his man downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The high crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Braswell. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Running it to the right. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They've got the screen set up, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Baylor is getting its clock clean today. And that crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 20 to Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in, it's Riley. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Riley. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh, better look out! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Motion from the back. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, trying to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll bring it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lets it go. Working that left side. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Wants to throw it. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Give to the running back. There he goes. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Right back to the well.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Coming up.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Vaughn. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Finds his man. It's Vaughn. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Bring in the heat. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
Looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Crimson Tide pinned deep in their own end, trying to find a little breathing room. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Looking for room. It's Pringle. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Martin back to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. If they knew they had held their stud down to as little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 17 over Purdue. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down.